I've come to realize that lust is a very complex and big thing that's been around for many generations and is going to be around for more generations to come. It will serve you very well to understand it other than rushing in head first trying to fight it. When you understand your enemy, it's very easy to elaborate schemes and plots against him, and that's what we're doing here today. So in this video I'm going to go through 5 things about lust, the pattern of lust, like the cycle, how you keep falling through it. So the first thing is the thought. Yeah. The second thing is negotiation. The third thing is temptation. The fourth thing is action. And the fifth thing is regret. So those are 5 heads. Okay. And that's a loop. That's a cycle that keeps on happening to people. So I'm going to base today's explanation off the book of David, the story of David. Sorry, but I've gained this knowledge from a book that's called The Disciplines of a Godly Man. The pattern of lust. You can't defeat it unless you know how it works. First thing is desensitization. Okay, so King David had many wives, called a harem, which was acceptable in their times, but it was still a sin. So King David, who was a great king, before he was a king, he was a shepherd. When he became a king, he obviously has wealth, he has power, and with that power came responsibility. But that tends to slip away once you get a little comfortable. So this is how we got desensitized. Most kings, it was common for them to have many wives. Yeah. But since David was a Christian man, it wouldn't please God if he did have wives. Okay. So he knew that that wouldn't please God, but it was it wasn't forbidden amongst men. So he did it anyway. And that's where it all began. You're not allowed to have many wives. David had many wives. Okay. So it's the same thing. Let's say in our times, we have been desensitized. How have we been desensitized? It's common for us to see nudity in films, to hear sexual language being used in music, to see a magazine that has explicit content. You could be driving and you see a billboard that has a woman in a bikini and you think nothing of it. That's desensitization. Long ago, that would be forbidden because women were required to cover up. But now, since our society is so desensitized, that's normal. Okay, it's normal seeing girls come to a party in like very short skirts and just wearing a bra. We've been desensitized, meaning that we've become accustomed and used to seeing that. So that's the first thing, because if lust is going to take over you, it first has to make you feel comfortable viewing it, like around it. It has to make you feel okay with the things that weren't okay before. I'm hoping that you get my point. Number 2 is relaxation. So now that you've gotten used to seeing women in magazine covers, or hearing sexual songs, you come to the second stage, which is relaxation. So for King David had military campaigns that were successful, so he didn't feel the need to go to war. Before, King David would go to war, yeah, and he would fight because it was required for a king to go into war and fight. But he became more reluctant the more success he found. King David was a very great man. He was a man who loved God. This man, he was after God's own heart. He's like one of the top guys in the Bible. If the devil is going to destroy someone that strong, he has to start out strategically. So he first desensitized him, and now he made him relax. The more David won these military campaigns, the more he didn't feel the need to go to war. So he was like, I'll just stay at home. So the same thing comes to us, because I'm going to be relating everything to us. So you could be on your phone scrolling and you come across a post of a girl shaking her ass. Lust creeps into your life when you're relaxing, when you're not minding, when you don't have your guard up. Yeah? Remember, you've been desensitized. Now you're relaxing. So you've opened up that gateway. So it's easy to come across content. You're just chilling, you'll come across content of a girl, let's say, dancing, but she's half naked. And that sparks something in you. It may not incur anything now at that moment, but it still sparks something in you. Okay, so desensitization, relaxation. It's a chain.